Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Look, I haven't been completely honest with you guys. There's actually another route I've been taking to generate the success I've had with e-commerce, and it's probably one of the most slept on services and advertisements in 2020. It's very low competition, some really great CPMs, and it just blows away any other type of advertising right now. And it's actually, I'm coming clean. I don't really run Facebook ads. This is exactly what I do. So before we get started, make sure you hit the like button and hit that subscribe button for future videos on this slept on advertising service. Let's jump into it, guys. So, like I said, I haven't been completely honest with you guys, and there's actually been another advertising revenue or avenue I've been going with, and it's the real secret behind all of my success with Facebook ads, e-commerce, and everything. It's absolutely amazing. Great CPMs. It doesn't have the best targeting options and stuff like that, but it's really great. So let me share with you guys exactly what we've been doing. It is called newspaper advertising. Yes, newspaper advertising for e-commerce in 2021 that we're in right now. And it's amazing. It's super slept on because everyone's going one route. I decided to go back. Everyone's moving forward. I decided to go back in the past, live in the past, and we're diving into newspaper advertising. So let me show you guys a few things. So what is the barrier of entry for newspaper advertising? So first things first is you need to have a great product. I mean, that's a timeless piece right there. But with newspaper advertising, you need to have a great product, and you need to find a great copywriter, someone that can really craft the right offer and really tie all that in. So you can find a few copywriters online and stuff. And when you find this copywriter, you want to reach out to them, talk to them a little bit about the product and stuff, and then I'll let them start writing the ad copy. Now, it'll usually take about 20 to 30 days to get your ad copy back, but trust me, it takes time. It takes time for the copywriter to really get into it and really finalize, really dig deep, because with newspaper advertising, you pay it once, and after you pay it once, you're really not going to know what your results will be for another month to 2 months, because there's really no tracking. There's no data analytic dashboard like we have with Facebook ads and stuff, but that's okay. That's totally what makes it great, because, we just pay it and we know it's going to work because it's newspaper. People read the newspaper all the time. And because you read the newspaper and your product being in the newspaper, it increases that social proof. And the reason, they have a greater reason because people think it's trusted because it's a newspaper. So once you find your copywriter, go through everything, go to your product, show them the features, the benefits and stuff like that. It even works really well if you send your product to your copywriter, because when you send them the copy, the product itself, they really get to know it, and they really can write better ad copy around it. So now once you get your ad copy, you probably spend a few $1,000s on your piece of ad copy. And it also too kind of depends if you want a full page spread where like the whole page of the newspaper is just your product, or if you want like a quarter, like there's different sizes. So it really just depends on, what you really want. So it could be anywhere from a few thousand to, probably somewhere in the 5 to 6 figures for your piece of ad copy. So, but trust me, it's going to be good. So once you get that done, you actually need to purchase the newspaper slot. And like I said, you got to really determine, what size you want. So for example, something like the Washington Post, a very popular newspaper, for a full page advertisement runs somewhere around $163,000 USD. So for something smaller, you could be looking at something around $2,700. So it really just depends on how big and how hard you want to go with this. So you can spend a few, 4 to 5 figures on your copy. You're going to spend obviously hundreds of thousands of dollars on getting your product developed, launch, and all that stuff like that. And now you're going to spend another 5 to 6 figures on the actual newspaper itself. So actually putting it and getting it printed inside of the newspaper. Now, once you actually get all this finally approved and stuff, it's probably around 2 months from the moment you decide to actually go around this route, but it's okay. Patience is perfection. The longer you wait, the more you can perfect everything and the greater results you can have. So once you get this started, you want to go ahead and send it out, blast it out, and wait probably another 2 to 3 weeks before you get the full data back. Because with newspaper, you got to circulate it through. Not everyone just immediately reads it. Some people might pick it up later down the time. There's a variety of different factors. So it may take a few weeks before you really start to see impact, because someone has to read it. Then after they read it, they can't just click online and order. They have to actually go ahead and maybe go to the store, or maybe you can go order online and maybe it just take a little time and delay, because you can't really just jump out and remind them. But it's okay, it's newspaper. Everyone keeps it on their table counter, and they'll likely go ahead and pick it up later and remember about your product and stuff like that. But another key thing kind of missed early on is also you need to understand the stage of awareness and the market sophistication of your product. So if you did do all this, and let's say, for example, you went too technical about your product, assuming that everyone knows about your product, you might have hit or had a big miss. But if everyone knows about your product and you want to, you have a really great level of market sophistication, you could leverage in with some testimonials and stuff to kind of retarget people, assuming that your product's already in the certain stage of awareness and stuff like that. So about 2 to 3 months in is when you're really going to be able to gauge the success of your newspaper advertisement. And again, you can't really tell by these data and analytics and stuff, these nice dashboards we have in Ads Manager, but it's totally okay, because like I said, newspaper works great. Why not? Let's go for it. So once you get all that put in together, you can really gauge the success of the program. Really, all you can do is kind of gauge by how much you spent on it and how much you got in sales, and really hope for the best. And then if you noticed a bump in sales, then you're more likely to go ahead and do another one. Now, if you truly think if I haven't sold you yet on this newspaper advertising, then that's totally okay, because this was completely an April Fool's video for you guys. But I really want to go into exactly how newspaper advertising was and how the greats that I study a lot of copywriting experts, Eugene Schartz, Gary Halbert, David Ogley, all these really great copywriting experts. And that's where they started, back in the newspaper advertising time, before television, maybe some radio and stuff. And it was a lot of newspaper. And what I just ran you through was the original process to create an ad and get it out there. First off, it was a lot higher of a barrier of entry, because one, it cost a lot more. With Facebook ads, I can simply go create a campaign and start off at $5 a day. Anyone with a credit card and a Facebook account can go set that up literally within 30 minutes. There's no approval process with Facebook ads. I can create an ad account immediately. There's no approval, nothing like that. I don't have to wait for verification. I can literally just go create a Facebook account, link a card to it, and start running ads for as little as $5 per day, even less, $1 a day. And I can start pushing advertising within 30 minutes. Whereas a newspaper ad, I had to probably spend anywhere from 5 to 6 figures before I actually had an ad that was ready to be launched. And it would take anywhere from 30 to 60 days, because once you got once you have your product ready, you got some product photography, a little bit of it, you have to reach out to an advertising firm, which a lot of the stuff they did was just copywriting and maybe taking a few photos and stuff, because all the newspaper is copy and having a great, advert in the newspaper. So they might kind of, create a little something like that. And then also too, the landing page and stuff and all that stuff, they didn't really have much of that. They had some instances, a website for people to go to, but that wasn't really till the very late 1990s to early 2000s where they really started shifted to that. A lot of it was just like, here's this great product that Best Buy has now in their store, come get it. Here's this new product hitting the market, find it at your local Dollar Tree. Like it was all more just driving people to stores to purchase products. And it's very hard to track that. You can really just see that, hey, we launched a newspaper advert in, say, for example, Louisiana or California, and we've seen a big bump in sales for our particular product in California. I guess it worked. It was really hard to track that. So you didn't have all that analytics and stuff. So, you had to spend a lot of money on a copywriter. You had to spend a lot of money on the newspaper ad itself, because it was the really only form of advertising. Now there's tons of different mediums, which allows people to really go broad and go through multiple different channels. So it kind of lowers CPMs a little bit, cost per entry. And again, there's no really huge barrier of entry. And, one is the timing. So we're in a really great era right now. I think that a lot of people are complaining about the iOS 14 update. They're complaining about these these Facebook ads, account gets bans and stuff like that. But with all that, we're still in an amazing time for advertising. And it's something that I just absolutely love. It's beautiful. And with that being said, you got to take it in. You got to be thankful for everything, how things have improved. So I know for me, one thing that has not changed was copywriting and market psychology. So, really understand human psychology, really understand like copywriting and how people have desires, motives, all this stuff, grabbing attention, creating desire, and a reason to take action now. Once you understand that, it empowers you because it's not Facebook ads anymore. You can transition over to TikTok. You can transition over to Snapchat. You can transition to the next stage, the next median of advertising quickly because you understand the core principles of what drives advertising. Facebook ads is merely a tool. You can go spend a few $1,000s, learn the tool effectively, but what truly gathers and what truly creates success of advertising is the psychology behind it. So if you go ahead and spend a few $1,000s, on Facebook ads tool, learn it top to bottom, but you just know the tactical side and you don't know any strategic side of the branding, product fit, all that good stuff, all the stuff that's timeless, that's going through newspaper, radio, television, banners, print ads, flyers, Facebook ads, Snapchat ads, TikTok, Google. All these advertising principles have remained the same over and over and over, so once you understand those core principles, then you can transition to going to any tool and kicking butt on those tools because you understand the core principles of paid advertising and really advertising in general. So that's why I'm happy to announce I will be starting a course. I will be selling a course. I know. I did not want to go this route at all, but I get hundreds of DMs every single week asking me, hey, how can you help me with my brand? I applied to work with your agency, but your agency just, we only accept people that's spending at least $1,000 a day in paid advertising. So we get a lot of people per week that message us and want us to help them. And to be honest, charging for a few hours of consulting calls only works to an extent, but if you're starting from beginning, it's just not worth paying me thousands of dollars for consulting calls for me to teach you how to run Facebook ads. So in the sometime mid to end of Q2, I will be launching a course. It'll be called Elegant Ecom. It's something I've already put in production and I'm truly working my butt off to. One, this is going to be for e-commerce entrepreneurs. This will not be for someone who wants to run Facebook ads. This is someone who's an e-com, heart business owner that's trying to crush it in the e-commerce area. They run a Shopify store, they're either drop shipping or they're going ahead and have a physical product and stuff. So I will be pushing that right there. And we're going to teach them Facebook ads, the marketing, the psychology, the principles, everything they need to succeed inside of e-commerce, literally teaching you everything we've learned from spending over $1 million in the last 12 months on paid advertising and generating over $4 million back in revenue. All the structural shifts we had to make in clients' businesses, ad spend management, account structure, Facebook ads, creating great Facebook ads, putting together the right team of people that you need to really scale your business. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed kind of the April's Fools aspect and really just kind of taking you guys in a deep dive back in the past where newspaper advertising, print advertising, magazines, all that good stuff was a time, and just understanding how thankful we can be now to where things are at now, even with stuff that's going on, iOS 14, all these issues Facebook and them are having. We're still in a really amazing time and super thankful to be where we're at right now, and it's only going to get better in the future. So thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for new videos every other day around Facebook ads, marketing, and Shopify. Thank y'all so much for watching. My name is Nick Theriot. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.